Alright guys, in today's video of VinylCut, we'll be looking at how to set up stroke colors under the fill and stroke panel. But let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. You guys will notice we do have a variety of different softwares we cover, and also we upload training videos daily, so just keep an eye there for any new content. Otherwise, back in the program here. Now, just a reminder, this is a mini series on the fill and stroke panel. We've already covered quite a few different options here, as you can see, and I will leave relevant links in the description so you can follow along with this mini series. Otherwise, today we'll be looking at the stroke color, and then so let's first select a shape, and then let's go to our fill and stroke panel, which is this little artisan mixing board. Now, under here we've got our fill, which we already covered, but in this case we'll be setting the fill to none, so we can just be looking at the stroke. Then the next panel, as you can see, is stroke, so we've got quite a few settings here. First of all, we'll set it to color. We'll look at pen color maybe in the next video, depending on how much time we have. So set this to color. Then obviously, like most other ones, you can set the color by clicking on this little box. Then it will bring up a color, the color picker, so they call this panel, and set your colors. We've already covered how to set custom colors and so forth. I'll just leave this at default. Then next up we have the opacity, same as with full colors, so we can set the opacity down. So if you want a faint line, you can do that, and keep in mind the opacity does work overlaid. So if I had to move the shape over another shape, the opacity, you will see through it. Then next up here we've got the width, so this will be the width of the actual lines. So if we increase this, let's do it quite big so we can actually see it nicely, about 13. And then next we've got the join, so this will be kind of where all these lines meet like a path point, how they will interact or look. So we have a few options. So we've got the default one, which with a threshold, the emitter, or I'm not sure how you pronounce that, from a high mount to a lower mount will set the variation. So a lower mount will have a round corner. So if we look at this corner at the moment, 10 is the max, so it is sharp. Now let's take this as low as we can. If we look at that corner now, it's round. So this will basically be setting it from sharp to round. So let's just zoom in here a bit so we can have a better look. So now as we increase this amount, you will see kind of jumps to sharper. It's not that sensitive, but this is what this is supposed to do. And then the next option here we have is the actual round corners. So we click that, it will just make sure they're all round. So if your design is more flowing or it's part of your design identities, then you can always keep it round. And then lastly, we've got the one that actually cuts it in a 45 degree. Then in other words, you can get a nice sharp corner with the first one, a round corner, and like a bevel type edge with the last one. Now, likewise with the end caps, which we cannot see on the triangle, so let's use this little line at the bottom, select that path. We'll do the same. We quickly set its color to red as well, and set this to also 13. And then now with these end caps, we can actually see we've got pretty much the same options. So we've got a sharp one, got a round one, and then we've got the one that cuts it on 45. But because it's a straight line, it's not that obvious. And then last up, what we have is the, let's just go back to that panel. We've got here the line style. Now I did make a full video on covering line styles and adding custom line styles, so I would definitely recommend check that video out. I will leave a link in the description so you guys can actually yeah, you can follow along with that one as well. Otherwise, let me see, time is running a bit late here, so I would say, well, let's make another video, and then we will cover the actual pen, the strokes pen color, because there's a few options in there as well. Otherwise, if we head here to vinylcut.co.za, the program is freely available here. Just head to the downloads page. And then otherwise, under softwaretraining.co.za, like I mentioned, we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover. Then also, you're welcome to isolate your search here with a search bar. And then if you're looking for anything specific. And then if you don't find what you're looking for, or we've not covered the video yet, you can always go here, request the training video. Then we will make that video for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching. Till next one. Cheers.